you definitely need to take into account all the aspects of simply being a college student, simply being a college athlete, simply being a person who needs to put themselves first. And that's why most athletes have the narrative that we're airheads. I'm not. These things are all tied into knowing what you're signing up for before you sign that national letter of intent. Hey y'all, it's me, Armani, back giving another video. I want to talk about the reality of being a college athlete. I feel like that's not talked about enough. Like the actual realities and like things you have to sacrifice and do. But we'll see. If y'all see like the camera shaking and stuff, it's because you are on my bed and stuff like that. So please pay that no mind. Excuse if my energy is low or feels low to y'all, but I'm really just in my room chilling. But first things up, I want to talk about knowing what you're signing up for before you sign that NLI, the letter of intent. Before you sign that, you need to know the demand of your sport. I run track. This video is going to be my perspective on how I see things as reality for track and field, okay? But you can apply this to your sport, no problem. Since I run track, the demand is I weight lift and then I run. And then I have team meetings. I feel like everybody, it's kind of the same thing for every sport. We do compete, so we go places, and we are year-round sport. Indoor season in the winter, outdoor season in the spring/summer, that type of thing. I'm not sure how it is with other sports. I don't know too many year-round sports, but track and field definitely is. Since college is not like high school, you really have to take into account the demands and what college athletes actually do as far as like their scheduling and stuff like that, which I'll get into later down the line, okay? We're gonna do this as reality checks because I feel like those watching are either running track in college now and are young, or in high school and they're getting into wanting to begin running college or want offers and stuff like that. Reality check number one is if you cannot properly balance social life, school, plus a sport in high school, college track and field, or college sports might not be the best thing for you. You have to manage that ahead of time. You have to know that ahead of time. Or you're going to come into a lot of like barriers and stuff that'll hold you back from, one, probably being eligible, or two, grades suffering really bad, and you have to have a certain GPA to continue to be on academic scholarship. And the whole goal is, if you're not on full scholarship, to be great, work hard on and off the track or field in order to get a raise in that scholarship, right? Number two, you will sacrifice a lot. If you already sacrificed so much at the younger ages of track and field, like competitions, being away from home, track season, AAU, all year round, you're running, you're dead, you get burnt out, things like that. That happens. But you have to sacrifice for the stuff that you want to do to elevate. So you have to miss events because of your sport. You have to go to these competitions during spring break, winter break. You probably have a competition in the middle of spring break or winter break, or just before or right after. You probably have 2 days to practice. I know that was kind of how it was for me during season opener. I had a couple days to practice after winter break. So things like that do happen. You will miss big stuff like your friend's birthday party or your grandma's birthday party. Not only for competitions, but also practice. Because track and field, we do have practice on Saturdays. I don't know how all sports are, but we do have practice certain Saturdays that we're not competing. Reality check number three is picking a major that sparks interest, and not because the major is easy. A lot of athletes fall into this trap of, well, I want to find something that's easy, simple for me to do, and then lo and behold, they're about to graduate. They don't even want to do the job that they just got the degree for, or they have no interest in it. They just need something simple and fast because they're going to go pro, or they're going to go to the league. Not everybody goes to the league. Not everybody goes pro. So having something that you actually are interested in while you're here for 4 long years makes so much sense. But people don't be thinking. And that's why most athletes have the narrative that we're airheads. I'm not. But you have to be able to say that you're not. But that's on you. And I do have a video coming soon about picking a major and things like that. So a sense of how the major should be picked and what you should be doing now, or even, setting your life up for that stepping stone, because that is very important. Currently, I'm a double major in political science and sociology. So I found things that spark my interest and I'm running with that. Reality check number 4. This is important. Find a quality schedule, because your schedule will determine how your semester will look. You're in track and field. Indoor season is a bit more laxed. Outdoor season, you're not gonna be home per se or on campus as much. Indoor, you put in more work and practice. Outdoor, all that work you've been putting in is just being showcased like that. So you have to determine a schedule that is tailored towards you and how you want your semester to go. In the fall semester, most people take their harder classes. So in the spring semester, you can relax and chill. Or the opposite, depending on how you are as a person and how you can handle that pressure, along with playing a sport that picks up. You know what I mean? So just choose wisely. Like, are you a morning person? Do you like to sleep in? Would you prefer to have your classes later in the day? You have to take that into account, all while thinking about the times that you are practicing. I know certain practices have certain groups. I'm a sprinter. I have a couple sprinters that are with me. I have long sprinters that are also with me, because our schedules just match like that. You know what I mean? I'm not a long sprinter, but I am in a group with more long sprinters. And that's okay, because your schedule is tailored around it. Sometimes you can't avoid those classes at your practice time, so you have to just move stuff around. And that's okay. But you have these 4 long years to really get a stable schedule, so there won't be any mishaps or you feel like you're missing out on the end of the day because you're in class from 6 to 9, or you don't get enough sleep because you have weights at 7 and then a class at 8. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy about that, because I took the initiative and the time to really work my schedule and what works for me. Reality check number 5. Okay, this is kind of long, but your mental health matters, so take it serious. And you have to take it into your own hands, because nobody's going to coddle you when it comes to you as an individual, because people have other things to do. So I have certain points that I want to touch on regarding the mental health. Number 1, your coaches can't really do much to help you. As harsh as that may seem, your coaches have my team, we currently have like 91 members of the track and field team. So my mental health won't be put as top priority as I would, as you would want to. So your mental health will not come first to a coach who is coaching other people and also has their own things going on. You know what I mean? So I just hope that doesn't deter you from still reaching out, but understand that you have to take the initiative to get better on your own, to help yourself. If you need a break from your coach, or if you need a break from the team, or need to step back, you need to make it known to your coach that this is what you need to do to be better. And if your coach doesn't agree with that, or is something snarky to come with that, by all means, that's probably not the person that you want to be coaching you or the person that you want to be on a team for. You know what I mean? So reconsider that as well if it's a negative experience with how you're doing mentally or physically even. Number 2, because this is going to be long. Number 5, 1. Number 5, 2. This is how we're going to do it. Okay. There's so many resources on campus. I've talked about this in a previous video about mental health and taking time for you and being selfish. I'll link it. But you really do have many resources of people to talk to, support groups, you know, individuals who are open to having conversations to help you. It's a matter of you taking it, and not a lot of people take the opportunities to really invest themselves in resources that help them, especially being a college athlete. There are a bunch of seminars and things that the athletic department pushes out, so try to take it if you need it and when you need it. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna read this verbatim. It is easy to become isolated as an athlete, so taking the initiative to see and to be involved on campus is important. I say this because I've also talked about this in another video that I've already linked by now. I hope you watched that video. But anyway, only being around your teammates is isolating in itself because you have a school that is open to you. The campus is open. People are all around. There's clubs, activities, game nights, things of that nature that has nothing to do with sports. Getting away from the sports and focusing on you as a person is quality, is key. It's part of the connection part of campus, because at the end of the day, you're possibly going to need those connections, right? And I also said staying in your dorm after practice, don't make that an extreme habit to where nobody sees you besides when you're practicing or going to weights, because the connections are what you need. So you never know what your campus is like until you go out and experience it yourself. But college in general is what you make it. Being an athlete is only one part of who you are. I hope that really resonates with somebody, because being an athlete is not all that. I promise. Last thing I have to say, choosing the schedule that stops you from enjoying college will be the downfall. I've already mentioned that previously, but honestly, the schedule you make stops you from experiencing the things that you want to experience. So really take into account that the things that you want to do within the college life, as far as like the social aspect, school, as far as your athletics as well. Make sure you put all those things into account. It can be overwhelming to think about all these things, but it's really necessary and needed. You definitely need to take into account all the aspects of simply being a college student, simply being a college athlete, simply being a person who needs to put themselves first. And I know your coach has their own demands, school has their own demands. You also have your own demands. What do you want out of this? What are you going to gain? What do you want to gain as far as like your major, the college experience? Do you want to join a sorority? Do you want to join organizations? Do you want to be a member of, student government? These things are all tied into knowing what you're signing up for before you sign that national letter of intent. Because once you get to college, it's not high school. You're not going from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then practicing at 3:30 and then going home. No, this is an all-day thing. You're there all day, every single day. And I know for me, 5 days a week, 6 days a week maybe, give or take. I'm lifting weights 2 times a week, 3 times a week given the semester. Things like this, you really need to take into account before deciding, hey, I want to play sports in college. You need to figure out, why do you want to play sports in college, for one? And also, do you want to go to college for the degree, to have like a plan B? I know some people hate that. To have a plan B, or do you want to go pro? How will you go pro from just staying in a D1, D2, D3 school? You know what I mean? How is that going to work for you? How are you going to progress? Do you have a plan of getting good grades, running really nice, transferring, or are you going to stay there all 4 years? These are all things you need to take into account before signing that letter of intent, or you will waste your college experience. College for me is what I make it. I'm having a darn good time. I'm making college content now. You know, I'm running nice, things of that nature. I joined a sorority. I'm in organizations. I'm part of a lot of things that's happening on campus by my own merit. So I really want you guys to understand how important that is before you sign that letter of intent. And I also want to thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.